All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And it's taken in at the 9. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Wait, that 53! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Rip!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wait, that 380! Mike, 45. Watch the slip, watch the slip! Check 99, check 99! Watch quick! Check it, reload!
Here's Brady to throw. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown! Tyreek Hill, a yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Let's go, Bears. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Haskins. He's got Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's put that team on the clock.
To throw is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check. Lucky.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Check. He's mine. 54's mine. Check. Watch.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 21-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's it. Big hit.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shadow.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Haskins now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Visitors 7, our home team 3.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now Brady throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Wide. Get wide.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Check 43. Sponge. No. Hey, go 66.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Check 4. Hey, 66. He's checking. Crash. Rip. Check 26. Alert.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Wait 10. Wait 20. 59. Here we go. No. No, 66. Sugar.
They'll try to run with Breida. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2nd down, Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, lock it! Switch it. Get it.
Now it's the backup Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Got it? Check. 59. I know he ain't got it.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 13-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the screen. Out. Check. Ready?
Watson off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing is Wilson. And Adams has it complete. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play. And if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The end result, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 38-yard line. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
19.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the run, it's Foster. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hey, box drop, shoot.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This is the tight end fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. 80 weapons.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Green 80.
March 47. It's our field. It's our field.
One left. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Down. 15, line it. 15 line.
Here we go. Check it back.
General West. Ready?
On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check.
This is Foster. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Left. 120.
Watch the screen.
Kill.
Now it's the backup gone. And the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's complete to Adams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The numbers for the NFC on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Let's get it.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He's going. We got double up. Kill.
Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Watson. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 29-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. As his guys are in for 6. And the AFC has retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Barkley. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Watson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, bang. Leo.
They'll try the right side with Foster. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 59, Mike to 59. Hey, lock it. Check, check, check. Switch.
Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.